वॉइस चेक करो ऑन किया हूँ।
भाई इधर इधर नहीं बंद है। वो गिर गई। हाँ बात शांत करो तो मैं जब लगाता हूँ।
साला पहला इनिंग खत्म होने आना चाहिए था।
ये बैट्समैन आते नहीं क्या? रेडी हो गया।
प्रॉब्लम ये साला मैं उठने में मेरे को तकलीफ है। बॉल आया सीधा इधर मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
शरद भाई किस टीम से खेल रहा? कोई खेल नहीं होगा जैसा ग्राउंड पे।
यूवी ईगल्स
उनका तो नहीं हुआ ना।
सेमीफाइनल आ रहे हैं।
दिख रहे नहीं क्या ग्राउंड इनके? शरद भाई बेचने को दिख रहे थे।
कर रहा हूँ वो उसको पता है। वो भी कर रहा है अंपायर है अपने पास वो भी अंपायर को बोला थोड़ा पीछे हो जा। मगर में थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ। 8 स्टेप पीछे ले लो।
8 स्टेप
नहीं मगर भाई को बोलना थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ कैमरे में थोड़ा
8 स्टेप होएंगे तो घास के बाहर आ जाएंगे वो। 8 स्टेप लेंगे तो घास के बाहर आ जाएंगे।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the grand finale of Six Nation Gold League played between Bangla Euromex and England Protector. That's the first delivery, a good length, straight onto the bat, played it gently back to the bowler. So let me take you to the toss. It was Bangla Euromax who have won the toss and elected to bat first. Once again, a beautiful delivery on a good length, slightly moving away, goes straight to the keeper. Not much of a bounce there. Batsman wanted to play defensively. No connection whatsoever, goes straight into the hands of the keeper. A dot delivery, a good start for team England Protector. 2 deliveries and Bangla Aeromax has yet to open the account here. We are in Eagle ground number 1. Once again, a beautiful delivery, played it with opening the face of the bat towards the forward point region. Ball races to the boundary, and Bangla Euromex opens the account with the boundary here. 4 on the board, and 4 from the bat of Faizan Awan, who is at the crease. Along with him, it is Sami Beg, who is on a non-striker end. The first power play is on. The two fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle, deep third man and long off. That's onto the pads, flicked it towards the square leg region. The fielder running behind the ball. There is no power onto the ball here, but the batsman take 2 runs here by the time the fielder cuts it off and throws it back to the keeper. So 4 deliveries balled in this over so far, 6 runs coming from the bat of Faizan. That's a beautiful delivery, good length, rising on nicely onto the batsman. Batsman gently pushing it towards the short cover region, and there is overthrow, a slight misfield here, and meanwhile the batsmen take 2 quick runs. So after the 2 dot deliveries, 8 runs have been added onto the total. So the first over, last delivery to be balled. It's a quite attacking field here. 6 fielder onto the offside and 3 onto the leg. That's banged in nicely. Rising up to the shoulder height, goes straight to the keeper. Ball moving in. Late movement there. It's a good delivery to end the over. So end of over number 1, 8 for no loss. So as I was saying that they have a quite attacking field. They have third man, deep third man. They have backward point. They have short covers. They have covers, and then they have a long off. Then mid on, short square, and fine leg. So the first over was balled by Johar Abbas. Good over there. Just 8 runs. And for the first time, it is Sami Beg would be facing in the grand finale of Six Nation Gold League, which is played in Eagle Cricket Ground number 1, organized by Eagle Sports, sponsored by AMZ Properties. That's a good delivery. There was a bit of a shape here, but it was a bit fuller, straight to the bat of Sami. He just pushes it towards long off, and they take a single here. So he opens his account. A late movement, left-hander bowler. Ball coming in the air and onto the pads. A length was a bit fuller in this delivery. So if he gets a swing in such a way, he has to ball at the right areas to be lethal. Once again, after pitching it, moving inside for the right-hander and goes down the leg side. Keeper doesn't make a mistake here, collect the ball, and it's a wide. So 1 extra run has been added to the total. A left-hander bowling over the wicket. He has to be accurate when bowling over the wicket for a right-hander. Once again, an over-pitch delivery, almost a Yorker length. Well played by the batsman. Played it towards the square leg area. There was a fielder there. Batsman wanted a single, but it would have definitely be a suicidal single here. The non-striker sends the The batsman back in time, and the bowler making a changes here. The long off fielder coming in and a deep square leg. The fielder going back, going towards the deep mid wicket here. Coming down the track, but the ball was over pitched, coming onto the bat and played it towards the mid wicket region. The fielder running from the boundary towards the 30-yard circle, picks it up and throws it to the keeper and keeps it down to just a single here. So good over so far by Ghulam Muhyiddin. 3 deliveries, 3 runs. Bangla Euromex would want to capitalize on to the power play. Once again, an over-pitch delivery, played it down the ground. The long on fielder would cut it off and throws it back to the bowler. Not a good length. Swing अच्छी है. Ghulam is getting a lot of swing in the air, but he is bowling a bit over-pitch deliveries here. This once again almost a Yorker length. The batsman wanted to come down the track, played it onto the full and pushed it towards the long on region just for a single. The bowler Ghulam, he is getting a lot of late swing here, and he is keeping it onto the pads, not giving too much of room. Once again onto the pads, played up in the air, and the long on fielder would be just a spectator here. A first maximum coming from the bat of Sami Beg, and the score moves on to 19. So end of over number 1 for Ghulam, giving away 11 runs. The 5 deliveries were accurate and immaculate, but the last delivery, it was in the arc, and the batsman not missing onto it and plays it up and above the long on fielder for a 6.
उनको जाके कल ऐसा पूछ वॉइस क्लियर उधर से ज़्यादा देखो बीच में मत आना बस
Johar Abbas coming back into the attack after the first over. Every team would dream to have a good start. Two bowlers here. Played it, cut it towards the point region. There is a chance of a run out here. And the throw is at the wrong end. The non-striker was almost reaching towards the striker end, and the striker was not ready to move. But at the last moment, he came out of his crease and made it on time. So there was a slight misfield. So 2 bowlers here, Johar Abbas and Ghulam. Johar Abbas, the right-handed bowler, looking on to ball on good length areas. Once again, a beautiful delivery after pitching the ball coming in sharply onto the bat. Played it gently and take a quick single. So the 2 difference between these 2 bowlers, the right-hander looking to ball on the good length area, and the left-hander Ghulam Muhyiddin is bowling a fuller and Yorker length deliveries, and he is getting a swing in the air. Team England Protector would like to have wickets, and early wicket will definitely help them. Once again, a good length delivery, just opening the face of the bat, ball going towards the third man region. The fielder picks it up Throws it back to the keeper. Just a single here. In cricket, it is very important for the bowlers to work on the areas where they need to bowl on. And as far as Johar Abbas is concerned, he is bowling in the right line, right areas, not giving too much of room to the batsman. And he is getting a bit of a movement after the ball pitching. And on the other side, Kulam, he is working on his Yorker and deliveries, late swing in the air. That's back of a good length delivery, a short bouncer, I would say. But at the same time, beautifully played by the batsman here. Picked it up well, a pull shot towards backward square leg region for a maximum. That's the second maximum coming for team Bangla Euromex, and the first maximum from the bat of Faizan. 19 of 12. Team Bangla Euromax quickly reaches on to 29 in 2.4 overs, going at a run rate of 10.88. These two teams have fought well throughout the season, and two of the best teams are playing in the finals here. I'm sure it would be once again a good length, and the batsman opening the face of the bat. There is a fielder in the deep, but he picks the gap to perfection and plays it well and goes for a boundary here. Faizan in devastating mood. Three boundaries, beg your pardon, two boundaries already, and one maximum. The last delivery, a little bit of room, and batsman not missing on it. Once again, but this time it was on the offside. Played it upishly towards the deep mid-wicket region. Couple of bounces and goes into the boundary. So two back-to-back boundaries coming from the bat of Faizan. And a good start for team Bangla Euromax. 37 in 3 overs, going at a run rate of 12.33. The last three deliveries, a 6 and 2 fours. I'm sure we would be seeing a cracker of a game here. The two best of the teams in this tournament would be fighting for the ultimate title. Winners of champions of Six Nations Gold League. As I always say, it is always a proud moment for any player who is playing here, representing a team which is representing a nation. We have change in the bowling here, and Tahir Faraz, right arm medium pace bowler, comes into the attack. So he has two fielders outside 30-yard circle, which is deep mid-wicket and long on. So he would be definitely bowling on to the pads and Fuller, the way he has kept his field, and a strong offside field. That's a good line delivery. Played it between the two fielders towards the cow corner, and it goes for a 4. The last 4 deliveries have been good for team Bangla Euromax. They have scored 18 runs in the last 4 deliveries faced. So a dream start for team Bangla Euromax here. Both the batsmen are batting on Sami batting on 13 of just 5 deliveries, and Faizan 27 of just 14 deliveries. So that is a change of field here. One from the offside comes into the short mid-wicket area. It's an way outside off stump, just inside the wide line, and that's a good delivery, I would say. If somebody is trying to capitalize onto the leg side, keep him away from the bat. Couple of deliveries would definitely frustrate a batsman, and he would like to go big. That is the ploy, I guess, from the bowler, and that is the good thinking. Oh, that was a good delivery once again onto the pads. Batsman just going onto the back foot, played it towards the backward square leg region for a 4.
पानी है ना बहुत दिन के बाद कमेंट्री कर रहा हूँ तो शॉर्ट में भी लेना बात करने का टाइम नहीं है जिसको उसने रिप्लेस किया वो बहुत फुल डाल रहा था ये तो शॉर्ट डाल रहा
That's again a good length delivery. Played it towards the backward point region. There is a fielder manning that area, and the batsman takes a single. So 4 deliveries have been bowled so far. 9 runs coming from this over. Coming down the track, what a shot that is! Coming down, opening the face of the bat, played it up and above the extra cover region for a maximum. What a shot coming from the bat of Faizan. He is in a devastating mood here. The second maximum coming from his bat, and 3 boundaries, 33 of just 15 deliveries. What a shot that is from Faizan. It takes a lot of talent to play over extra cover region. Timing to perfection. He came down the track and using the pace of the bowler. What a shot that is from Faizan. What a start for team Bangla Euromex. 52 for no loss in just 3.5 overs. Once again coming down the track, played it up pitchly, and there is no fielder there, and the ball running towards the boundary for a 4. 4 overs, 56, going at a run rate of 14. What a start here. As I said, this would be definitely a cracker of a game. Both the teams are highly talented. Both the team have the players who can change the game in a couple of overs. Nothing wrong for team England Protector. A couple of wickets here, they can come back strongly. But Bangla Euromax would want to stay in the game for long, wait and play. It's humid out here. And the batsmen, the fielders, everybody would be wanting to have drinks regularly to keep themselves hydrated.
ये जो फैजान मार रहा है ना ये पूरा प्रॉब्लम अब तक जो हो रहा था ये इसकी वजह से ही हो रहा है इसको खिलाने का इसको नहीं खिलाने के लिए ये लोग बोल रहे थे गेम चेंजर होते ना कुछ प्लेयर यहाँ पे इम्पैक्ट करते हैं मैडम को नींद आ रही है मैं आपको कमेंट्री करने लगा बीच 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 में एक आधा ओवर दे देना नहीं तो नींद लग जाएगी बैठे बैठे
We had a short little drinks break here. As I said, it is too humid. So there's a new bowler, Sachin Chabra, who has tremendous experience. 822nd match here, already 804 wickets. He is a right-arm medium pacer. That's good thinking by the bowler. Checking on to the non-striker that he doesn't come out of the crease before the release of the delivery. Fuller delivery, takes an outside edge, goes towards the third man region, but this time the fielder is inside the 30-yard circle and it goes for a boundary here. So a boundary to start off for a team for Sachin Chabra. That was a good delivery. Bit over-pitched. The batsman wanted to go big, takes a thick outside edge, flies over the third man fielder and goes for a boundary. So now team Bangla Euromex are dealing only in boundaries here in the last couple of overs. On to the pad, that's a good delivery. Batsman was expecting the ball towards the off, the ball comes in sharply. Played defensively towards the short mid-wicket region, and but they take a single here. With this single, the score 61. And Faizan to face once again coming down the track, opening the face of the bat, played towards the forward point region, and a couple of bounces goes into the boundary here. So he is living dangerously. He is coming down the track, and he knows these 6 overs are vital. They need to accumulate as many runs as possible in these 6 overs, so that once the power play is over, they can look for singles, doubles, and odd boundaries. That's a good line delivery, and a little bit of room to the batsman. Played it toward the cover region. There is a fielder there, but the time fielder picks it up, that takes a single. It's a good start here, I would say, for team Bangla Euromex. Played it up, 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 up. Yeah, just one bounce and goes into the boundary. It was played straight like an arrow, piercing the two fielder, the mid-off and the long-on fielder. The long-on fielder tried valiantly to stop the ball, but one bounce, boundary. So Sami Beg coming into the party here. 27 of just 11 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 maximum. That's a short delivery. What a delivery here. Oh, it's a wide given above the head height of the bowler, and one for the over been signaled by the umpire. So it's a good ploy by the bowler. As the batsman was coming down the track, he wants to keep him inside the crease. That's well played, going towards the long off region, and that's gone for a 4. Well played by Sami. 75 in 5 overs.
आफिफ पावर बैंक लाना बेटा आईफोन का चलेगा कि नहीं देखना नहीं चलेगा ये मेरा 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 जो वो घोड़ा है जो सिर्फ मेरा वो जैसा वो मेरा जो एक घोड़ा होता है ना जो सिर्फ अपने मालिक का सुनता है वैसे ही है आईफोन नहीं चलेगा इसके लिए क्या चाहिए पता
बहुत पड़ेगी ये तो ओवर में आउट हो जाएगा पड़ी लग रहा था इसकी मैंने बॉलिंग बैट्समैन देखी थी ये तो 6 इस बॉल पे 6 नहीं बोलना, मैं अंदर जाके बैट्समैन को बोलता क्या कर रहा है, 42 रन पे खेल के जो छक्का नहीं मार रहा है बोलता हूँ।
Ayub is the new bowler. He has been welcomed with the boundary, with the maximum here.
Poor delivery shot.
So the first delivery faced by Faizan goes for a maximum. That's the third maximum coming from the bat of Faizan.
Good ball. अच्छी डाली।
That's a good delivery coming in, and the batsman not giving too much of room, and it goes for a single. So now Faizan moves on to 49 of just 20 deliveries.
ये किसी और का नहीं सुनेगा।
नहीं चलेगा, लाना पड़ेगा।
पकड़ो तो सर। तो
सबके
कितने पे फोन?
Played it down the ground, straight to the bowler. A dot delivery here, a rare dot delivery in the last couple of overs. That's slower in the air, trying to hit it big, takes an inside edge, goes towards the forward short square leg region, and they take a single. Left arm around. Ayub is the bowler. Good comeback, I would say, after the first delivery. Just 2 runs coming up from the last 3. Once again coming down the track, played it, there is a fielder there, but meanwhile they take a quick single. So in the last 4 deliveries, just 3 runs coming. So it's the last over of the power play. And with the last delivery, Faizan completes his 50. That's played one bounce toward the long on region. It was a little ahead of the fielder. So the fielder did the right thing there. Instead of chasing the ball, he wanted to stop the boundary, and that is the right thing to do. So this is the end of 6 overs. So now the captain of England Protector has the liberty of having 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, and Team England Protector would expect the run rate to slow down a bit, as it will be difficult for the batsmen to clear the boundary on each and every delivery here. So 1 over of Ayub, 10 runs, a good comeback after the first delivery. So end of 6 overs, 85 runs, 14.17. That's a humongous run rate. And if they go at this pace, they could reach 283. That would be a big ask for any team on this ground.
दूसरा बैट्समैन रेडी है।
Saad Afridi, the new bowler, he is a slow left arm orthodox bowler. He is bowling over the wicket, in fact, sorry, around the wicket, cutting through. He is playing his 197th match and already 175 wickets in his kitty. That's a good ball. Very good delivery, a smooth run up, crossing the umpire. A nice jump there, and bowling at the right area, not too much of flight and not giving too much of width here. That is the trajectory that every left arm bowler would want to bowl and should bowl. That's a beautiful delivery here. That is the way Left arm bowlers are lethal, normally for the right-handers. Every team wants a left-arm bowler in the team. Whenever they have a right-handed batsman coming in, it becomes very difficult. Once again, beautiful delivery there, not giving too much of the room to the batsman. Batsman moving away, trying to cut it toward the point region, miss it completely, and slight juggle by the keeper here. Just a single in the last three deliveries. Once again, a beautiful delivery. As I said, it is always important to ball at the right area, right trajectory, right pace, and left armour. As I said, they are always lethal. They are the trump cards of every team captain. Wow, what a shot there. Batsman going on one knees. This time the ball was a slight fuller and the batsman goes on a knee, played it towards the forward square leg region for a maximum.
छोटा सा मिस्टेक होता है
अभी इतनी ऊपर ही रहेगा, लेकिन वो इतनी ऊपर होने की वजह से वो बैट के नीचे आ गया।
बैट के नीचे जो आया खत्म
स्पेशली ऐसे बैट्समैन जो वेट ही कर रहे मारने का, कोई ऐसा बैट्समैन नहीं है तो मैंने सोचा भाई देखते ही चलेगा।
Oh, that is a beautiful delivery. After ball being pitched, rised on nicely, but equally well played by the batsman. Played it onto the up. The fielder was inside the 30-yard circle, just above the head of him, and goes three bounces into the boundary. What a shot there by Sami. And Shami Bag quickly is on to 44 of 20 with 6 fours and 2 sixes. And Faizan batting on 51 of just 22, 5 fours and 3 maximum. Ayub comes back into the attack. Oh, there is a bit of a turn here after pitching the ball moving in. And the batsman opening the face of the bat, played it towards the gully region, and they take a single. That's slower in the air, a loopy delivery. The batsman coming down the track, played it onto the full, not giving the ball to pitch, and played it towards the long off area, and they take a single here. Oh, hello. That was pitched a little shorter. The ball climbed on well to the batsman. He goes back into the crease, opening his body, played it towards the backward square leg region for a boundary. What a start for team Bangla Euromex here.
103.
With this boundary, 100 comes up for team Bangla Euromax. 7.3 overs, 103 for no loss, going at a run rate of 13.73. That's a quicker delivery, but at the same time comes down the track, played it straight like an arrow, one bounce, goes for a boundary. What a shot here, Faizan. As I said earlier, he is in a different mood altogether. He is taking on all the bowlers that have come to bowl so far. And he is making his presence felt. He came down the track this time, but well bowled by the bowler. He pulled the ball a little back, and the batsman had to stop, open his face of the bat, and played it towards the point region. There was a fielder there, but they take a quick single. Oh, the ball turned a bit, but they have protection at the deep backward point, backward square leg region, and they take a single. So end of over number 8, 109 for no loss.
सो जा
वो वाला मैच तो मुझे लगता है जल्दी खत्म भी हो जाएगा।
क्यों
वो वाला मैच जल्दी
क्यों हाँ वो 9 बजे स्टार्ट हो जाता
Oh, that was a chance just above the bowler. What a shot here by Faizan. But it was a bit risky, just above the bowler. Bowler had to stretch. I believe he also had a fingers onto it. But the ball was, beg your pardon, it was Sami Beg with this boundary. He also reaches to his 50 of just 23 deliveries. Both the batsmen batting over 50 here. This time, played uppishly. There is a fielder coming underneath it, and he doesn't miss it, and that's the wicket number 1. Sami has to walk back after scoring 50 runs. That was a clever delivery. He was bowling quicker. All the balls were quicker. This time, he slowed on to a bit, and batsman wanted to play it towards the mid-wicket area, takes a top edge and goes towards the fine leg region, and the fielder down there doesn't make a mistake, and the first wicket goes for Bangla Euromex at 113.
अबे पानी की बोतल देना उसे खोल के दे, खोल। आज मेरी हालत नहीं खोलने की इरफान अशरफ
So new batsman is Irfan Ashraf, the right-handed batsman, who is playing his 440th match, and he has 7,038 runs under his belt with an average of 22 and a healthy strike rate of 152. So Saad Afridi gets the first breakthrough for Team England Protector. Once again, let me remind you, this is the grand finale of Six Nation Gold League, which is organized by Eagle Sports, sponsored by AMZ Properties and co-sponsored by Shadow Gap. So we have two of our senior umpires, Mazhar and Sunny, who is officiating this match. And this is the third delivery and the first delivery to be faced by Irfan. That's a beautiful delivery and equally well played by the batsman, opening the face of the bat. There is a fielder, the captain Farouk cuts it off. Meanwhile, they take a single. And with this single, Irfan Ashraf is off the mark. Giving himself room here and played it gently towards forward point region. And by the time the fielder cuts it off, they take a single. This is an open delivery, big shout! But there is nothing from the umpire. It was definitely a good shout. It was an over-pitch delivery. Batsman wanted to flick it, missed it. I guess there was a slight inside edge and a dot delivery. Wanted to cut it towards the point region. No run here. So end of 9 was 115 for 1. So just 6 runs and a wicket of this over. So it is a matter of couple of wickets. Team England Protector can definitely come back strongly in this game. Ayub comes back into the attack. Oh, we can see a bit of turn here. Played it toward the backward square leg region. Played it beautifully, but the fielder was quick enough to cut it off and keeps it down to just a single. Ayub is slower in the air, but what we are seeing here is a bit of turn. After the ball pitching, it is coming in. Oh, there is a big shout, but only from the bowler. There is no one else shouting for it. And there is no signal from the umpire, so which means there is a bat involved. So 1 run coming up from the bat. That's a wicket here. I believe it is stumping. And as I said, a couple of wickets here and there would make a lot of changes here. Quick wickets. And both the set batsmen have to walk back. The first was Sami and now Faizan after scoring 63 of 29 deliveries with 7 fours and 3 maximum.
जी क्या लिखा है हाँ 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 जी अच्छा अच्छा
strong comeback by team England Protector here. So there's a 2 quick wickets and a good part for team England Protector. The 2 set batsmen are already in the dugout. So now we, or probably team England Protector team, would expect a bit of slowdown.
वो पेपर कहाँ है?
117 for 2, 9.3.
पेन लेकर आओ।
Hey, hey, hey.
So good comeback here, I would say. Strong comeback. 2 wickets in 2 overs. Both new batsmen here. Adil Ahmed played it down the ground straight towards the bowler. That's a bit quicker onto his pads. Played it straight to the bowler. No run. And with this, the over comes to an end. And end of over number 10. 117 for 2. 2 quick wickets. They are coming back strongly. England Protector here. It's an even Steven for both the teams. It's a short drinks break and we'll come back for the rest of the innings.
या वो इसमें जिनके हाथों से ट्रॉफीज दिलवानी है उनके नाम लिख दीजिए।
कौन है? मोहसिन ना?
का है
मोहसिन ना?
और भी हैं
और कौन?
अलग अलग है, पता नहीं उनके कुछ सर के
तो
मेहमान भी हैं।
कौन
तो
कौन?
वो सर से डिस्कस करके भी मैं आ जाती हूँ तो आपको
यहाँ पर 1 मिनट में बताता हूँ। पेपर वो पेपर दो।
मैं पेपर लेके आती
नहीं
हूँ
नहीं नहीं, वो
इसका।
पेपर दो। इसमें मैंने ये लिखा है, मैन ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड, बेस्ट बॉलर, बेस्ट फील्डर, बेस्ट बैट्समैन, एमवीपी। फिर इन्होंने सुने, तो इनके आगे उनका नाम लिख दो कौन देने वाले हैं। तो मैं उनका नाम बोलूँगा कि दिस आई वुड इनवाइट सो एंड सो पर्सन टू गिव दिस अवार्ड।
ठीक है
प्लस जो अंपायर्स, कमेंटेटर और इसके सब पे है, तो वो
मैं इस पे लिख देती हूँ, ये वाला पेपर रहने दो।
हाँ,
सर बोलेंगे कि आप इस पे लिख दिया
तो वो मेरे को इसने दिया है,
पीछे
गधे ने।
रिजवान
हाँ,
पीछे लिख
क्या
दो।
है, एक पेपर नहीं रखता।
MOM finals. What is MOM final? Man of the match final.
So it's a change of ends here. And what we are seeing here is both the spinners doing the trick for team England Protector, both getting 1 wicket each. And at the right time, I would say, it was never too late. Now they can definitely have some breaks on to the batting of Bangla Euromex. So the 5 fielders, deep covers, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and deep square leg. Winners. Goes down onto one knee, played it towards the deep mid wicket. The fielder did not have to move an inch there. Goes straight to the fielder, and they take a single. So Saad Afridi, he is back into the attack. He was the first one to take the wicket.
सोच के आ जाती हूँ सब। ये नहीं खत्म हो
Oh, there was an edge. No, it was not. Go straight to the keeper, trying to opening the face of the bat and played it towards the point and gully, but missed it. A dot delivery. That's up in the air. Have to see who will come underneath it, the fielder. But no, falling in no man's land. There were four fielders trying to convert it. One from the long off, one from the long on, the bowler himself and the short cover fielder himself. But lucky for the batsman, it did not go for a distance, falling in no man's land, and he survives. Saad bowling brilliantly here. That's but this time giving a lot of room, but they have a fielder manning the deep. Meanwhile, they take a single. Singles definitely won't hurt England Protector now because they have the grip here. Right now, two of their top batsmen have gone to pavilion. The other batsmen have to. Oh, it was an over-pitch delivery onto his pads, played it towards the long-off region. Fielder cuts it off well on couple of bounces and throws it back to the bowler. So, just a single. That's onto the pads, played it, flicked it towards the square leg region for a single. So good over by Saad Afridi, just 5 runs coming off this over. So a couple of quiet overs would definitely put pressure on the batsmen, and it could be interesting to see how they go forward from there. Most of them with pressure, they outperform, and a few of them would drown.
कभी जा रहा है अभी नहीं जा रहा बाद में जा रहा है
फर्स्ट इनिंग
Ayub, the left-hand bowler, comes back into attack, bowling his fourth over, completing his quota. He would expect to have 1 or 2 wickets in this over. In the air, and oh, what a try there! A beautiful try, but pops out of this hand. A brilliant try by the fielder towards the 4-point region. But the ball was traveling quickly. The ball in the air. And once again, straight to the fielder. This time fielder does not make a mistake. Takes it very low onto the ground. As I was saying, Ayub was getting a lot of turn after the ball pitching. It was coming into the batsman. This time from offside, came towards his pads. Batsman opens his body, plays it towards the deep mid wicket, and the fielder there did not move an inch. It came straight to him. He goes down and takes it low on the ground, and that's the wicket number 3. Irfan has to walk back. So Irfan scoring just 4 runs of 9 deliveries. So as I was saying, it's a matter of wickets here. 2 couple of good overs, and you can come back strongly. And this is exactly what we are seeing. Both the teams have played well in the league matches. They have fought well, and I am sure for the grand finale they would give not 100%. I am sure they would give the 200%. And team like England Protector, they are showing some character here, and they are fighting hard. For a moment, in the first few overs, the shoulders were a bit low, but now a lot of enthusiasm to be seen between the fielders. And Ayub, he is bowling nicely, and the second wicket for him here. the new batsman Ilyas Shah. See, once again the ball after pitching coming in, but this time the batsman moving away, giving himself some room, plays it towards the point and cover region, and the ball races towards the boundary. A good shot, I would say, by the batsman, the new batsman. It is very important to have a good start to get his confidence, especially when there is 3 quick wickets in the team. This time comes in onto his pads. There's a good bounce to be seen here from Ayub's hand. Played it gently towards the bowler, a dot delivery. Two more deliveries in this over. This time, deep fine leg fielder comes in and he takes a deep forward point fielder. Once again comes in sharply, plays it towards the cow corner. The fielder cuts it off, throws it back to the bowler. Just a single. So last delivery of his quota. Interesting to see what would be the result. Will he get some run or will he end up with one more wicket? I'm sure he would look for a wicket here. Slower in the air, batsman just opening the face of the bat, plays it towards the point region, just a single. So he ends his 4-over quota, giving away just 29 runs and 2 wickets. So good bowling there. And now Saad Afridi, he also is a left-hander bowler. He would be completing his 4 overs after bowling this over. Two different level of bowlers. Both are left-handers. One relying on slower delivery and a bit of turn. One relying on accurate line and length and a little quicker in the air. Fuller and onto the pads. A big appeal by the keeper and bowler, but nothing coming from the umpire. Maybe it was just going down the line. So good decision there. We have ECB certified umpires Sunny and Muzzer. This is outside of batsman had a time to cut it off, cut towards the forward point region. The fielder there cuts it off, throws it back to the bowler, and they take a single. इधर बैठा तो समझ में नहीं आता कवर है ना पावर पॉइंट तो इधर है चलो मैडम शुरू करो That's a good delivery, but there is a fielder there. Will he be able to cut it off? Yes, he does, and throws it back. What a good throw. There is a chance here. Oh, good running. The batsman here, but both the batsmen, 2 runs taken. The keeper had to take 1 step ahead to collect the ball. If the ball would have come straight towards the keeper, it could have been a chance here. But I would say a good fielding and a good throw by the fielder. Slower, this time a bit slower. And the batsman respecting the ball, played it with soft hands, not going ahead of the bowler. The bowler picks it up, dot delivery here. They played it above the non-striker's head, straight towards the long on, and they take a single. So Saad Afridi completes his 4 overs, giving away 27 and 1 wicket. So both the spinners have completed their 4 overs. Between them, it has been very good, not giving too much of runs. Just 56 runs in 8 overs and 3 wickets. So now it will be interesting to see how the captain will rotate the bowlers. Will he get some spinners, or he would rely on his medium paces? So once both the spinners have completed their 4 overs, it is now time for Team England Protectors paces, medium paces, to do the trick. Meanwhile, the batsmen getting their helmet back on. So last 7 overs remaining. They started off on a flyer, going over 14 runs per over in their power play. But now, after 3 quick wickets, bit of a slowdown. Now they are going at a run rate of 10.15. I would say it is mainly because of these two bowlers, Saad and Ayub, who got them the breakthrough and slow the pace of the batsmen here.
अब दूसरे के अंदर रुक सकता है आराम से.
It's a new bowler, Anas Zahid, bowling, playing his 57th match. A good delivery, I would say, a good length delivery, but there was a lot of bounce onto it, go straight to the keeper. But this time it was onto his pads, straight towards the square leg region. Chance here, but not collected cleanly by the keeper. There was a slight misfield at a short square leg. Meanwhile, the batsman goes for double. It could have been a wicket here, but keeper did not collect the ball cleanly while disturbing the furniture. But the batsman makes the ground here and they take 2 runs.
कैमरामैन भी बन गए अभी. अच्छा, ऑर्गेनाइजर के साथ कैमरामैन.
तो फिर हर मैच पे क्यों नहीं जाता? हाँ रिजवान भाई.
So new bowler, he is bowling good delivery here, good length delivery. Once again, what a delivery! It's up in the air. Oh, just falling short of the fielder there. That was a nice delivery, climbing on nicely onto the batsman. No timing whatsoever. Did not cross 20 yards. The fielder from short square leg had to run towards the mid-wicket, short mid-wicket area, but just away from the fielder. Once again, but this time there is power falling there, but the fielder cutting it off and keeping it down for a single here. A good delivery. He is using the pitch well, using his wrist, hitting the deck hard, not giving too much of room, and climbing on nicely onto the batsman. That is definitely not allowing the batsman to score easily. This time, not much of a bounce. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, straight to the fielder. Slight juggle there, but not much of a damage here, just a single. It's a good over so far. 5 runs of the 5 deliveries. Sliced well, but goes straight to the fielder. No much of a timing here. And the over ends with 6 runs. Good over by Zahid. So the score moves on to 138 of 14 for the first time after the first over. The team has gone down below 10 per over. So good comeback by Team England Protector. Captain and the team and the players have fought well so far. So these two batsmen right now looking on to build a partnership here. And it is last 6 overs remaining. And they want to score at least 60 odd runs to reach to that mark of 200.
क्या पहला बॉल हुआ?
So Sachin Chabra is the bowler. Change of bowling. He bowled 1 over before. Once again, this time the batsman played it towards the cow corner for 4 runs. Not a bad delivery. It was a good length delivery outside off. But the batsman played it towards the cow corner, pulling it from there. Not easy. But he gets a 4, nevertheless. This time, he goes big. What a shot. Over the deep mid-wicket. And there is a fielder there, and he is a mere spectator. What a shot. Everyone knows Adil Ahmed. He starts a bit slow, but once he goes going, he is unstoppable.
आदिल आदिल ही है ना? इसमें तो आदिल ही दिखा रहा है, लेकिन उस इतना मोटा आदिल थोड़ी है.
This time onto the leg side, a wayward delivery. Keeper could not do anything much away, but there is a leg by given by the umpire, flicking the pads and goes to the boundary. Unfortunate for Team England Protector. So 4 runs added in the form of extra.
ये जो अभी जैसे सुफियान
बॉलिंग भी अच्छी है उसकी.
That's a good throw by the captain straight above the stumps here. He is leading by example here. Mr. Farouk, who has been playing in UAE for almost 3 decades. He is a veteran and knows each and every players. This time onto the pads, flicked it handsomely over the square leg region for a maximum. What a shot, Sachin Chabra, proving out to be a bit expensive in this over, giving away 21 runs after some quiet overs from the spinners. So what an over for team Bangla Euromex. The captain has to quickly think, and I think they are falling short of spinners here. Spinners would definitely would do the trick.
अच्छा, मैं ये बोल रहा था सुफियान जो बोल रहा था पैसे मांगने के लिए, जो ये पूछ रहा था, तो जो यहाँ आप खाते थे उसके पैसे देना पड़ता था? हम्म। नहीं, लेकिन आपको जो रेट ये लोग बेचते वही रेट में मिलता था या आपको डिस्काउंट? वही रेट? हाँ, इनके तो सिर्फ चिप्स और
Zahid, he bowled his first over. He bowled and he just gave 6 runs. Now he comes back into attack. He is bowling at right areas. Now have to see how he bowls. That's played up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. There is a chance. No, it just goes, sails away. Sails over the head of wide, long off fielder and goes for a boundary. Good shot by Adil. And Adil quickly moves on to 23 in his last 4 deliveries. He has scored 17 runs. It is way outside off stump, wide given by the umpire. So the bowler doing the right thing here. He does not want to ball onto his pads. He wants again onto the offside, but this time batsman played it towards the cow corner, and that goes for a boundary. So end of 15.2 overs, 170 for 3. These 2 overs proving out to be good for team Bangla Euromex. They have come back into the game now. Once the spinners have finished their quota. Oh, what a shot there. Played it well. Just going on one knee towards the long off. And the fielder there cutting it off and keeping it out to just single. So with this single, 171 for 3 in 15.3 overs. Oh, what a shot here. No timing in that, but it will definitely race to the boundary. The ball was banged in short, but did not rise well. It came on to his waist height. Batsman opening his body, playing it towards the backward square leg region for a boundary. So change in field here, deep square leg goes back and the third man comes inside. Once again played it a bit uppishly towards long on region for a single. So 176 for 3. So last delivery to be bowled. Played it handsomely, and it goes towards the extra cover for a 4. What a shot! And 21 runs also coming from this over. So 2 overs, both giving away 21 runs. So 42 runs coming in the last 2 overs. As I was saying, one or two couple of wickets would change the course of the game. And on exactly the same way, a couple of good overs for the batting team would change the game. And this is what happened here.
वो चलते हैं ना तो आवाज़ आती है
करके क्या बोलते हैं?
आता है
These 2 overs have proven to be very costly for Team England Protector. They had a bit of a grip now in the game, but suddenly it has shifted towards Bangla Euromex. And the bulk of the scoring has been done by Adil Ahmadiyya, 32 of just 20 with 2 fours and 3 fours and 2 maximums. And on the other hand, Ilyas is also not far behind. 23 of just 14 deliveries with 2 fours and 1 maximum. Johar Abbas comes back into attack. 2 overs, he has given away 26 runs. Have to see how he does now. That's played up in the air. 2 fielders trying to cut underneath it. This time, there is no mistake done here. The fielder running from the long off region, cutting it off and takes a brilliant catch. Looks easy, but it's definitely not easy to take a running catch. So, Ilyas Shah has to walk back after scoring 23 of 15 deliveries. So the fourth wicket coming at the right time for Team England Protector. So Johar Abbas doing the trick here on the first delivery takes the wicket.
अच्छा, ये लोग जो किट बनाते हैं, ये कहाँ पाकिस्तान से ऑर्डर देते हैं क्या? क्या इधर किसी को पकड़ा है? कितना लेता है वो किट का?
कौन सी किट
ये जो ड्रेस,
हाँ
खाली टी शर्ट फुल सेट बना है?
दोनों पूरी भी बना देते हैं खाली टी शर्ट भी बनाते हैं मेरे ख्याल से रेट मुझे कंफर्म करना पड़ेगा मैं कल बताऊंगी
क्योंकि मेरा जो अभी काम है इसमें हम लोग किट्स वगैरह भी बनाते
आप
हैं।
सबको ऑफर करना ये चीज़
वही ना, उसको पूछूंगा मैं उनको।
ये तो
लेकिन अभी ये 8 नेशन की किट वगैरह बन गए होंगे ना?
अभी तो रेडी हो गए हैं बट नहीं ठीक है वो बनवाते रहते हैं ऑलमोस्ट अभी चेंज किया है बंदा अभी रिसेंटली चेंज किया है कोई यजमान नहीं है उससे बनवा रहे हैं तो उसने भी मिस्टेक्स की हैं पीछे एक्सेल बहुत वो था मतलब छोटा था आ ही नहीं रहा था मोटे में
नहीं, अब देखिए क्वालिटी देखो ना किस तरह से। हाँ जी, पहले ओपनर 2 लोग जो थे, फैजान और ये समी, वो खेला। अभी आदिल अच्छा खेल रहा है, आदिल 32 पे खेल रहा है।
आदिल है भी कि वो नहीं है मुझे
हो जाएगा।
मुझे पूछना आदिल है मुझे आदिल नहीं लग रहा है
Shazib is the new batsman, and he is known for his attacking personality. And on the first delivery, tried to chase the ball, which was way outside off, takes an outside edge and goes towards the third man for a boundary. This time, banged in shot. What a delivery here! Beautiful delivery, and he definitely took him by surprise, the batsman by surprise here. So that is the quality of a good fast bowler. If he knows the batsman is trying to play him easily or coming down the track, he will definitely keep him on check. This time once again, but this time batsman opening the face of the bat and plays it. This is a chance of a run out if there is a good throw, but no. This is definitely not straight to the stumps, and the batsman knew that, and they take 2 runs. That's a slower delivery, I would say, a little slower, change in pace, not bouncing too much, goes straight to the keeper. Uh, Good change by the bowler here. In 2020, it is very important to have variation into your bowling, slower delivery, quicker delivery, bouncer, yorker, good length, half volley, way outside off stump, everything needs to be mixed. You cannot be bowling like a test match. This time, Goodland delivery wanted to play, takes an thick outside edge, and this time they know the fielder there does not have a great arm, and they take 2 runs. So end of 17 overs, 188 runs, just 8 runs coming off this over. The batsman seems to be a bit in pain here. I believe he has got some cramp here. So last 3 overs to be bowled of the first inning here.
ओवर का खत्म हो गया मैच।
ये रस्सी है इसमें बांधना ये आगे बंद को खोलो मैं फिर ओवर को उठा लूंगा
Tahir comes back into attack. He was a bit costly in his first over. He had given away 19 runs. So he needs to bowl a good over here. That's a beautiful delivery here. Bowling away from the right hander. Batsmen have to reach to the ball. As I said, you have to bowl differently in T20. You should not be predictable. And if somebody is bowling all 6 deliveries on the same length line, he would be definitely predictable, and the batsman can take them to cleaners. This time a Yorker and delivery. Well played by the batsman. Plays it towards getting his bat down on time. Plays it towards the short leg area, square leg area, and they take a quick single. Once again, and that's a catch. What a beautiful catch here. It was flying towards the point region, and the captain there does not make a mistake. He takes a beautiful catch, and Adil has to walk back. He scored 33 of 21. He gave a good contribution for team Bangla Euromax here. But he has to walk back. I believe it is the wrong time because just after there's only 2 overs left.
वो क्या लेके गया? हम्म? खाना वगैरह लेके गया?
कुछ ऑर्डर किया होगा ना।
लेना बेटा, खा ले जा। ले, सही में बोल रहा हूँ। जा जा, बिस्किट नहीं, एक काम कर, तू तू तो तेरे लिए एक अंडा पराठा बना, खा ले। हम्म?
अच्छा बन रहा था तो सही बात है।
सही है वो भी।
ये अंडे पराठे
एक काम करना हफीफ,
अंडा तो दिखता नहीं है।
हफीफ नहीं, हाँ, कार्ड पे है ना थोड़े पैसे, तो वहाँ जाके तेरे को कुछ ग्रोसरी से बर्गर वर्गर लेके आना तो लेके आ जा। 1500 ग्रोसरी से लेके आना। हम्म, हम्म। अमीन भाई, अच्छा उनको सिर्फ इतना बोलना अभी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, तो उसमें आ रहा है क्या? आ रहा है क्या उसमें कुछ ऐसा रखने के बाद में भी?
आपको बंद करना पड़ेगा।
सब रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है। आ रही है सब। सब रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है। पानी
He plays it up. There is a fielder there, but it goes sails over his head for a maximum. Shazib, you beauty. What a shot. 197 for 5 in 18 overs. It is definitely that the team will cross 200 now. They would be looking for something around 220, 225 to end and end on a good note. That's was onto the pad, takes an inside edge, the ball racing towards the boundary for a 4. So Shafiq Khan opens his account with the boundary here. So last 11 deliveries left. Have to see how much runs they can accumulate here. That's that's a good delivery. Hitting the deck hard, climbing on nicely onto the batsman. It's a good bouncer, chest height, and it took him for surprise. So 200 has been crossed by team Bangla Euromax in the 19th over. Once again, climbing on nicely. It came on quickly to the batsman, took him for surprise, wanted to play on to the leg side, but takes an edge and goes towards mid-off. The fielder running from long off comes in, cuts it off, and just keeps it down for a single. Johar Abbas bowling literally a good deliveries here. He has come back strongly after the first over, which was hit for a boundary. Played it towards the deep mid-wicket region. There is a fielder there, keeps it down to single, just a single. So last 8 deliveries of this inning, 8 legal deliveries. One good part about this innings so far from England Protector, we have not seen too many extras in the form of wides and no ball. So that's something very good about the bowlers. That shows they are accurate. It goes up in the air. What a shot here. Played it towards the wide long off region. Is it a boundary? Yeah, no, it is a maximum. What a shot, I would say. It takes a lot of talent, power, confidence to play over the extra cover or wide long off region. So 210 in 18.5 overs. This was banged in shot. What a well-directed delivery. And at the same time, what a stop by the keeper. He had to jump onto his left and stop the ball. That was quick and fearful as well. So a dart delivery to end the over. So end of over number 19, 210 for 5. Last over to be bowled. Full toss delivery straight towards the long on region. One bounce towards the fielder and keeps it down to single. So Tahir Faraz comes back into attack. First over was a bit expensive. The second over, he got a wicket and given away just 8 runs. So the captain has a lot of confidence and gave the ball to Tahir. This time it was a bit over pitch delivery. The batsman opening the face of the bat, plays it towards the extra cover region for a 4. That's banged in nicely wide given by the umpire. This was a wide line wide, not for the bouncer, I believe. So good delivery, but a bit wayward. This was a Yorkerland delivery. Oh, the fielder, the bowler picks it up, and there's no chance of a run here. Good over, good delivery here by Tahir. 19.3, 216 runs. 6 runs have been added in the last three deliveries this over. Last three deliveries to be bowled. This time plays it up. It was hit beautifully. It it was in the arc of the batsman, and Shafiq Khan played it. In fact, beg your pardon, it is Shazib who played it over the long on fielder for a six. That's a beautiful delivery once again. Banged in short. So last legal delivery to be bowled. Shazib batting on 32 of 15. Interesting to see how will he be facing this delivery here. Once again banged in short and well directed delivery. Missed by the batsman and a dot delivery to end the over. 222 for 5. That's a good score so far. One thing I would say about this inning, both the teams have fought well. Initially, the Bangla Euromex batting brilliantly. Then the spinners doing the trick came and keeping the runs on check and getting wickets. And later on, in the last half, it was again Bangla Euromax scoring some bulk of runs. The only thing that was missing from the fast bowlers here was slower deliveries. Not much of a slower deliveries to be seen, but at the same time they have done brilliantly. So we'll take a short little break and come back for the chase.
कोल्ड ड्रिंक लोगे
Welcome back to the grand finale of Six Nation Golds League. So this is the chase which has just begun, the first delivery. So Bangla, Euromex batting first, scored 222. That's a mammoth score. Chasing that, it is England Protector. The first delivery was played gently, and this time it was onto the pads, flicking the pad and goes to the boundary. So the first runs coming onto the board in the form of extra. So England Protector opened the account with a boundary through leg by. So Tahir Faraz and Ayub, the two batsmen. So this time it was played beautifully, but there is a fielder there. Brilliant effort. Cuts it off, and meanwhile the batsman takes a single. So Tahir Faraz opens his account with the single, and 5 runs on the board. Ayub is the new batsman. He is a left-arm bowler and a right-hand batsman here. Way down the offside, but inside the wide line. A good ball by the bowler, not giving the batsman to reach the ball, and keeps it down to a dot delivery. A good start by Shazib. This was a slower delivery, but outside the leg stump, and it is a wide signal by the umpire. It is very, very, very difficult to bowl a slower delivery with the new ball. I have not seen many to bowl a slower delivery with a new ball. Once the ball gets old, it is relatively easy to bowl a slower delivery. This was banged in short, played it towards the point. There, the fielder cuts it off, throws it back to the keeper. They take a single. So 5 deliveries, 7 runs. A decent start for Team England Protector here. That's a beautiful shot. Well directed shot here. A bit over pitch delivery. And the batsman played it up and above the long off fielder for a 4. So good over for Team England Protector. 11 runs coming off this over. A good start for Team England Protector here. So they are off to a flyer for the chase. It would be definitely interesting to see how the bowlers would bowl and want to so a bit of a stoppage here. I believe there is a batsman changing the shoes. The new bowler Irfan. He's a right-hand medium-fast bowler. The chase is definitely not easy. Anything which is about 200, there would be definitely a blockage into the mind. Scoring over 200, not easy for any team. But if Team England Protector gets a flying start, no score is big enough for the team like England Protector. Meanwhile, credit goes to Bangla Euromex as well. They have batted brilliantly in phases. First 8 overs, it was berserk. They went on to each bowler, and the last 6 overs were the same as well. So a bit of a stoppage here now. They come back. Irfan is the new bowler who would be bowling from ground number 2 end. So he's taken his mark, given his guard, and have to see how and where he would like to bowl to the batsman. The ball is relatively new. He might get some swing. That's way outside off stump, and both the hands comes out of the umpire muzzle here, and a wide given. So one more run added to the total. So one difference could be between these two teams is the extras. Team England Protector, as I was saying, once again a wide. Team England Protector were very disciplined in their bowling. Not too many extras, and that is what team Bangla Euromax have to look for. Not give away too many extras. They have to bowl to the strengths. And what a shot here. It was once again outside off. Batsman had to reach, but this time opening his face of the bat, played it towards the cover region for a 4. With me, I have my co-presentator Pooja. She was doing the commentary for this entire tournament, and she knows each and every players, the teams, and how they are performed. Once again, outside off, there's a big appeal, and it's given. What a ball here. The batsman tried to chase the ball, and he takes an outside edge and goes straight to the keeper. Shazib, he was regularly bowling outside off stump, and that was a ploy, I believe, and that worked for him, and he got a wicket. The first wicket goes for Team England Protector. And Ayub has to go back after scoring 5 runs of 4 deliveries. Now, coming back to our discussion with me, I have Pooja. She was a part of this tournament day one. She has seen each team performing. Now, I would like to ask her, these two teams who are playing the finals, how they have done. What is your take on this tournament? How they are performing? How the team is performing? How the ground level? How the atmosphere? How the facility has been played for this tournament?
So thank you so much for the opportunity. So this is the Six Nation Gold League tournament match between Euromex Bangla and England Protector. Both of the team are just playing amazing of last some of the matches, and
with the grace, they have just winning all the matches with good run scores. So also I just wanted to tell you this is the delivery from the bowler, which is a wide. So extra again from Bangla Euromex. So now let's talking about the ground. This is the Eagle Cricket Ground, ground number 1. Now he just played it down the ground, and there is the fielder who cuts it off the ball. So a good fielding over there by Bangla Euromex. Both of the teams are just doing their amazing efforts. And as you asked from me that both of the team, how they play, how they strategic. So now again a big appeal from the bowler and the team Bangla Max Euro. But there is no response from the umpire. So what I'm telling you about the game, now again there is a big appeal. So they have to check either it is out or not. So it's a not out. Luckiest for the batsman. So that was a good line and length. That was up and above in there, and what a drop catch toward the cover. A very costly dropping from the Bangla Euromex. So it can be a costly for this match. This is the final match they are playing. So as about the tournament, it was an amazing tournament I have seen from the all team, 8 nations who are just representing their nationals. So let's see what about the next result between Euromex, Bangla and England Protector. Both of the team are just playing their smart play and strategic. So this was the ball. He just played it straight goes to the bowler. So no chance of run. So we must say it's a good delivery by the bowler Irfan. Beg pardon, it's Shazib. So that was again a beautiful shot from the batsman Muhammad Salman Ali. Just played it toward the fine end and goes for a maximum. So that's a full shot. So which is a pull shot from the bat of Muhammad Salman Ali. So I again giving this mic toward my co-presentator, Mr. Fayaz.
That's a beautiful shot here Opening the face of the bat, the fielder trying to cut it, but this time the ball wins the race. It was just outside off stump, and the batsman using the pace, opening the face, and played it towards the cover region for a 4. I would like to talk about Irfan in the last over. What an eventful over it was. That's onto the pads. Good ball. Played it back to the bowler. What I was saying is, what an eventful over of Irfan it was. He was definitely having a plan in his mind. 4 deliveries which were way outside off stump. He was banging in there continuously. He got a wicket from there. Then he didn't stop. Couple of deliveries. Once again bowling onto the off. Then suddenly getting a ball inside a Yorker length delivery onto the pads. He almost got a wicket of the batsman, and the next delivery, unfortunate for him, it was a catch drop. In this mega finals, dropping the catch might be a dropping a match. Oh, takes an inside edge here, ball running towards the fine leg boundary, but the fielder cuts it off, keeps it down just to single. It's a good fielding there. So the score moves on to 32 for 1 in 2.5 overs. So it's an even Steven so far, just that a wicket has been fallen for Team England Protector, but the score is still in check. They are going on with almost 11 per over. Oh, swing and a miss. This time wanted to play, but the ball moves a bit and goes straight to the keeper. A dot delivery. So end of over number 3, 32 on the board with the loss of 1 wicket. So Bangla Euromex need a wicket or so sooner or later. At the same time, I believe England Protector want a couple of good overs, and if they manage to get that, we would be witnessing some good cricket here. Irfan comes back, the batsman opens the face of the bat, the same place. This time, the fielder does not make a mistake. He takes a stunning catch, running behind and dismissing Mohammad Salman Ali. Now, it is definitely a bit of a bother for Team England Protector. He wanted to play up and above. He got the elevation but not the distance. And this time the fielder does not make a mistake. And Salman Ali has to walk back after scoring a brisk 12 runs in 7 deliveries. So Ilyas Shah, the fielder at the covers, he had to run 20 steps behind. I must say it is definitely not easy to catch such deliveries. And a couple of minutes before, I had just said, okay, if you drop catches, it could prove them costly, but this time he takes a blinder. So Sachin Chabra, the new batsman, 822nd match with 16,871 runs under his belt with an average of 26 and a healthy strike rate of 148. And Irfan bowling brilliantly here. He got his second wicket. Way outside off stump. That is his forte. Bowling most of the deliveries away from the right hander. He wants the batsman to reach on to the ball, and with this due course, they might make a mistake, and that's a brilliant planning, I would say. Pushed it gently towards the short covers, and the fielder there picks it up. No run here. Once again, gently pushing it. That's the right thing to do, I believe. Two quick wickets here. Now the team needs to build onto a partnership, but without taking too much of a time here, because the score is big, and if they lose on couple of wickets or overs. Oh, this is down the leg side, wide here. So what I was saying is, if they lose couple of overs, not taking too many runs, the run rate, the required run rate would shoot up quickly. Once again on towards the offside, white signal by the umpire. This is a bit of a bowling. If that is the planning of getting an outside edge, a good thinking, but needs to be a little inside, not giving too many extras. Once again, it was outside of, there is a fielder, but oh, just falling short of the fielder here. And they take a single. He has the fielders at the right area and bowling to that strength as well. Trying to reach onto the ball going underneath the bat and go straight to the keeper. Big appeal from the bowler, but it was the bat hitting the ground. There was no connection of bat and ball whatsoever. The score 3.5 overs, 36 for 2. This time onto the leg side. It's a good take by the keeper. Brilliant effort there. Definitely saving 4 runs for the team. So one more run added to the total in the form of a wide. That kind of fielding will definitely boost the team's morale. But that needs to be supported by the bowlers as well. Extras will definitely be a bother for the team. This time just guiding it towards the forward point region, but no timing whatsoever, and a dot delivery. So 4 over, 37 for 2. So we are here in Eagles ground number 1. This is the tournament final, grand finale of Six Nation Gold League, which is played between Bangla Euromex and England Protector. Bangla Euromex batting first, scoring 222 And now chasing. England Protector is batting on 37 for 2. A couple of wickets here fallen in quick succession. That's an outside edge, flying it towards the backward point region and racing towards the boundary. So they need to take some chances here. And because of the power play, only 2 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. So the chances of going into the hand of fielders drastically drops down. So you need to take more and more chances and try to score as many runs as possible. Once again, outside off, played it down the ground, running towards the boundary, straight. And the fielder, long off fielder, trying valiantly but could not cut it off. So 2 back-to-back boundaries. So good over for Team England Protector. Shazib is the bowler. That's banged in shot onto the chest height. Wanted to guide it over the third man and gully, but no connection here. So Sachin Chabra changing his gaze here. Now trying to attack the bowler after checking on the ball in the initial 3-4 deliveries. So that is what is required now. They need to keep the run rate going if they have to be in the game. That's hit up in the air. The ball running towards the cow corner, just ahead of the boundary here for a maximum. What a shot. So Sachin Chabra, as I said, he is changing his gear and he is taking his chances. That is what definitely required from him and the batting from Team England Protector. That's well played by Sachin. Yeah, he is very clever batsman. After scoring 2 boundaries and a maximum, nudging it down and just taking a single. So that's a good thinking. That's a sign of a good cricketer. He is just not wanting to keep slogging. He wants to rotate strike as well. That's what a handsome shot. The fielder at long off is just watching, and the ball sails over the head of the long off fielder for a maximum. And this time, coming from the bat of Tahir, he hits his first maximum here. So that's the end of over number 5. 58 for 2, going at a run rate of 11.6. Required run rate is still 11. So it's the last over of the power play. Now there's a change of bowling here. That's it's a wide delivery, but at the same time going down the leg side, and the keeper takes the bails off, and they have asked for a stumping. We have to wait and watch what would be the result. Both teams, batsman looks confident, the fielder and the wicket keeper looks equally confident. So you never know, might be the the leg is just outside the line or over the line. The line if the batsmen have to be safe. So tough call, I would say, but it is given out. What a stumping there! It was a wide delivery. The third wicket goes for Team England Protector. So now it is a bad, or probably I would say a tough ask for Team England Protector here. 3 wickets down. And Sachin Chabra, who was looking a bit dangerous now, he was opening up a bit. He has to walk back. So Irfan Ashraf on his first delivery. I believe it was a wide delivery where he took a wicket. This time once again going down the line and a wide delivery. Funny equation. Bowler has balled 0, given away 2 runs and got a wicket. This time, what a shot here! What a ball and what a shot by the new batsman, Tayyab Bilal. The first delivery faced. What a power. Flat 6. And at least, I believe, 90 meters, if not more. What a shot. So 2 deliveries were down the leg side, wide given, lucky for the bowler to get a wicket, and this time he was onto the pads, and batsman not making a mistake here, hits it outside the ground for a maximum. Now this time giving the ball in air, and the batsman not missing out onto it, played it all down the ground for a 4. So good start for Tayyab Bilal. He is batting brilliantly here. Tayyab Bilal, who is a very experienced player, playing his 909th match with 26,562 runs with an average of 38 and strike rate of over 175. This time giving himself some room. Oh, just above the fielder at the short mid-wicket area, and the ball races towards the boundary. So 3 balls faced by Bilal, 1 maximum and 2 boundaries. What a shot. Wow, wow. That's a boundary. 1 bounce just inside the boundary rope. Goes for a 4. So, what a welcome for the bowler, Irfan Ashraf. the first two deliveries. First delivery he got a wicket, and now he is batting on 4 deliveries, 20 runs and 1 wicket. So 2 more deliveries to be balled. Now there is a change of field. There's a deep mid wicket and long on. Once again, there is a fielder there. Chance, no. The fielder does it well. Umpire wants to check if there is the fielder there has collected the ball cleanly inside. With the naked eye, it looked he jumped at the right time to push the ball back, but it is always necessary to see it through the television closely to see if it is a good save. If he saves, it's a very good effort from the fielder. If not, it's a bad luck. We are still waiting for the decision here. It's not a 4. That's not a 4, a single. Definitely the fielder has saved 3 runs. And now that's the end of power play. 79 in 6 overs. That's a good start for England Protector, provided they have lost 3 wickets. But that's okay. If these two batsmen stay around for next 6 to 7 overs, we could see some good cricket here. It is very important for Team England Protector that these two players stick around and build a partnership. So the current run rate is 13.17 and the required run rate has dropped down to 10.29. So it would be interesting to see how they play in after the power play, because the fielding team captain has the liberty to have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Left arm spinner Riaz is the bowler who has come into the attack. Left arm coming around the wicket. That's what a sexy shot here. He plays it up and above and just above the pavilion. And once again, a beautiful flat hit. What a power. Anything which is on a good length or just over pitch delivery, he is punishing it. And he is quickly moved on to 25 of just 7 deliveries with 3 fours and 2 sixes. England Protector would pray and wish that this batsman stay for at least 7-8 overs. And I'm sure, we all are sure, if he stays, 222 would look small. That's a good delivery. Batsman just respecting the delivery and pushing it back towards the bowler. A dot delivery here. Once again, hitting the pitch hard just above the bowler, and they take a quick single. So good over and good ball by Riaz. Even after hitting a six, he's just given away just one run in the next three deliveries. Oh, beautiful delivery there. Batsman wanted to place it towards the gully and third man region. No connection here. A dot delivery. That's that's up in the air and just side of the long off fielder, and that's a maximum. So Tahir Faraz, he is saying to Tayyab, if you can, I can. So 92 for 3 in 7 overs. Current run rate 13.14 and the required run rate slowly dropping down. It has come down to 10.08. Hundred and 31 required of 78 deliveries. So 13 overs, 131 required. Straight down the ground, just above the commentators and the long on fielder, beg your pardon, gone into the ground number 2 for a maximum. What a shot here. Tayyab Larry, you beauty. 33 of just 10, 32 of just 10 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 3 maximum. That's clever thinking by the bowler. A quicker short delivery. The batsman played it towards the mid-wicket area and they take a single. They would love to keep him out of strike so that they can have a check on the score, not giving too much of runs. Slower in the air, played it straight, but there is a fielder there who would cut it off and keep it down to single. So 100 comes up onto the board in 7.3 overs. So as I said, it is even Stevens for both the team. Once again banged in short, but the batsman opening the face and plays it towards the cover region. Meanwhile, they take 2 runs. So good running between the wicket here. Well played and a good delivery coming around the wicket. So batsmen have to wait and watch how the ball would fare. This time once again onto the pads, pushed it towards the bowler, a dot delivery. So end of 8 overs, 102 for 3.
टिकट बुक करते हो ना ऐसे आती है टिकट नहीं मुझे भी स्कैनर ही आता है बुक माई शो पे बुक करो स्कैनर आ जाता है इंडिया की बस एक बात अच्छी है मेरे को मेरे पॉकेट में 200 रुपये भी रहेंगे ना तो
in the face of the bat, played it towards the forward point region. Oh, good throw there, straight to the keeper. One bounce to the keeper, but they take 2 runs. That's a good running between the wicket.
एक बार ये मूवी देखूंगा
Just gently pushing it towards the cover, and that's a single.
मैड मैक्स की लास्ट ईयर आई थी लास्ट ईयर से फ्यूरियोसा तो देखने गया था मैं आई मैक्स की बालकनी सीट पे 130 रुपये देखिए जो भी है पूरी पूरी
What a shot! Mid-wicket area is his favorite area, I believe. He opens his body and picks that area to the clean. What a shot here. Once again, beautiful batting by Tayyib Bilal.
वो ग्राउंड
And he is
बालकनी 2 फ्लोर ऊपर है
keeping
2 फ्लोर ऊपर
Bangla
तो आपको पूरी
Euromex team into some confusion. They are a little bit worried now. And Tayyib Bilal is taking this bowling to the cleaners.
लोग अगर जा रहे हो लेट्स से आप स्टैंडर्ड टिकट ये मेरा जो 75 की टिकट है वो ऊपर की टिकट है और स्टैंडर्ड टिकट लोगे 53 की
That's
लेट्स
a
से
handsome looking
लेट्स से
shot towards
53
the
53
cover region. The fielder there will
1.4
definitely cut it off and keeps it down to single. So 112 for 3 in 8.4 overs.
240 का भी ओवर था आने का 70 80 300 से कम कहीं नहीं गया एक बार मूवी देखने का 3 लोग
That's onto the pads, gently played towards short mid-wicket area, and they take a single. So they know they have got the score on board. Now they are just
एक मूवी 2 लोग का हौसला
taking singles and doubles.
गुड खत्म
Once again, that's a huge, huge shot here over the long on field. What a shot. Anything which is pitched a little up, he is not missing onto it. Bilal, Tayyab Bilal, he is making the difference for this game here. So he is already on 48 of just 17 deliveries with 3 fours and 5 maximum. And right now going at a run rate of 13.22. Required run rate is just 9.45. It has dropped down from 11 to 9.45. But mind you, Bangla Euromax were at the same run rate during this time of the over. But the spinners had made the trick. But this time, for England Protector, they are waiting for the spinners and they are taking the spinners to the cleaners, especially from the bat of Tayyib Bilal. 5 maximum, most of the maximum at deep mid wicket. So the so the new so the new bowler Faizan comes into the attack. He is a right arm medium pace bowler. We outside off stump, white signal by the umpire, bit of wayward delivery. That takes an outside edge. The third man fielder is inside and wide. The ball was very close to the keeper and races towards the boundary for a 4. The ball not having too much of pace, but there was a bit of late swing coming in, and the batsman plays it towards the gully region. There is a fielder there, no chance of a run here. A dot delivery. 9.2 overs, 124. Once again, this time the batsman pushes it towards the mid-wicket area, a dot single. So 125 on board in 9.3 overs. Bangla Euromex during the break have to think. Way outside of some batsman chasing the ball. No wide given by the umpire, so it was inside the wide line. This time it was away from the batsman, a wide signal. So comparatively, yes, the team Bangla Euromax have given way too many extras with comparing to England Protector. That's played down the track towards the covers region and they take a single. So 127 for 3 in 9.5 overs. That was onto the pads, played it towards the square leg region. The fielder, meanwhile, cuts it off, but the batsmen take 2 runs.
नहीं
129 for 3 in 10 overs. So the equation is they require 94 in 60 deliveries. Once again, as I said, it is an even Steven. Both the team, anything can happen from here. A wicket or so will, the, the momentum will fall back on Bangla Euromax. And couple of good batting overs will definitely take the match towards England Protector. So we'll take a short little drinks break and come back for the rest of the part of chase.
कितना चल रहा है इनका रन रेट 690।
Welcome back. Welcome back. The first delivery, the fast bowler pitching a little up, and the batsman not. And the batsman here not making a mistake, playing it towards the long on. Tayyab Bilal with the maximum completes his 50 runs, 55 of just 20 deliveries, 3 fours and 6 maximum. It's gone up in the air. The fielder trying down. It sails up and over. This time there was an elevation and a bit of distance as well. Lucky for Tayyab Bilal. It just sailed over the head of long on fielder. So 2 maximum of this over. He is in a hurry. He wants to close this as early as possible. This was onto the leg, so it's up in the air. The fielder trying to come underneath it. No, it just fall down just a little short of the fielder. And they take 2 runs here. So a good shot, a flick of a wrist here. But bit dangerous as well. There was a fielder there. It didn't sail towards the fielder. Shahzeb bowling his last over, the 4th over of his spell. Oh, beautiful shot. Just opening the face of the bat and placing it towards gully region. The fielder does it well, cuts it off, and just a single. Shahzaib a bit expensive here. 3.4 overs, 54 runs so far. Two more deliveries to be bowled. On it's a slower delivery. That's a good ball, and equally well played by the batsman. Just flicking it towards short mid wicket. Done well by the fielder, running in from deep mid wicket, covering almost 40 yards and keeping it down to just a single. That's a single taken here, a good length area. Played it towards long on and keeps it down to single. So 10 point, in fact 11 overs, 146 for 3. And the required run rate have started to fall down. It has come down to 8.56 and the current run rate is about 13. It's exactly 13.27. 77 runs required in 54 deliveries. What a shot here, opening the face and plays it towards the coverage, and there is a fielder there, but it sails over the head and goes for a maximum. So Tayyab Bilal, every over, first delivery, hitting it for a maximum and keeping the pressure down for Team England Protector. And it's a bother for Team Bangla Euromax. Oh, very lucky. Good thinking by the bowler. A slower delivery. It was off cutter. It came in and takes an inside edge. Luckily missing the stumps. Goes straight to the keeper. Beautiful delivery there. A dot delivery. A rare dot delivery, I would say. Once again, a slow delivery, but this time picked it up well. Over deep mid wicket for a maximum. What a shot. You beauty. That's the 9th maximum coming from the bat of Tayyab Bilal. He is on a roller coaster here. That's up in the air. The fielder coming underneath. Is it? Is it? Is it? Yes. That's a catch here. It went up, up, up in the air. It was there for a long, long, long time. And this time the fielder does not make a mistake. He was waiting and he took a catch cleanly. And that's the wicket of Tayyab Bilal. And it would be a sigh of relief for Team Bangla Euromax. But he has done his part here. 77 of just 28 deliveries with 9 maximum and 3 boundaries. And he has brought down the equation to just 7.65. From here, Team England Protector would fancy a chance of win if they play sensibly. But Team Bangla Euromax would think they have a chance too. They can come back strongly. So Faizan is the man who takes the wicket of Tayyab Bilal. It was way outside off stump. Batsman had to reach and he tried to play it straight. But it was onto the toe end and the ball was there in the air for quite a long time. And the fielder came underneath it comfortably and took a catch, a brilliant catch at the boundary. It's not easy to catch a ball which is so high in the air. So new batsman Saad Afridi. Two more deliveries in this over. 158 for 4. That's a Yorker delivery, and the batsman does it well, plays it. But the fielder cuts it off on time and take 2 runs. It was almost a toe crusher, but the batsman gets the bat down on time and plays it towards the fine leg region, just away from the fielder, and they take 2 runs. So good start for Saad. He comes into the strike, take 2 runs. This time away from the fielder, played it towards the forward point region. Good throw there, straight to the keeper. A dot delivery to end the over. So 160 for 4 in 12 overs. So now the spinners are coming into attack. This could be a tricky situation when that's a good thinking, I would say, by the captain of Bangla Euromex. When the spinners were there, Tayyab Bilal was taking them for cleaners. Now that he has gone, he is getting his spinners back. So this could be a game-changing decision for either of the team, mostly for Bangla. So left-hander could be lethal. Way outside off stump, the bowler has to be accurate here. You cannot give room to the batsman, especially when the point and gully fielders are inside the 30-yard circle. You will leave a lot of space, a lot of room, a lot of gap here. That's much better line where the batsman has to just push it towards the cover region and just a single. So 163 for 4. The required run rate is just below 8. Played it towards the cover. There is a fielder. Slight misfield. With this, they take a single here. They need some luck. Both the teams are fighting it out strongly. Once again, over pitch delivery. Played it towards the cover. There is a fielder there. They know that the score is come for the team. They are having the liberty of scoring 6-7 runs per over for the next 2-3 so that they can get their eye set. Oh, a swing and a miss. That's a beautiful delivery. Stays at the keeper. That's played well toward the cover and keeps it down to just a single. So 13 overs, 166 for 4. It's a good over by the bowler here. Riaz, he just gave away 6 runs. In the first over, he had given 18 runs. So good comeback by him. Now we have to see who would be bowling from the other end. It is the fast bowler. So Faizan, who took the wicket of Tayyab Bilal, he comes back into the attack. What a shot, but there is a fielder there. It was an opish delivery. Played it down the ground and straight to the fielder at long on, and they take a single here. So no hurry-burry for Team England Protector. They can relax for a while, a couple of overs to get set, and then they can look for some big shots. One odd boundary in 1 or 2 overs would help them. Oh, that's a slower delivery and a beautiful delivery there. The batsman was taken by surprise. The bat came in first, the ball reaching to the batsman late, and it hits on his pad a bit on the top. So it was an appeal, a half-hearted appeal by the bowler and the keeper, denied by the umpire, so a dot delivery. That's almost a yorker. Pushed it towards the short cover, and there is a fielder who would cut it off, just keeps it down to a dot delivery. So good comeback by Team Bangla Euromex. They are trying to build pressure here. They do not want to give them easy singles or doubles. Boundaries are being cut off. Ah, that's onto the pads. And out of the park here. That's a bad delivery. It was onto his pads, onto his knee height. Batsman just had to open his body, play it towards the backward square leg region, and the ball races towards the boundary. So this boundary will definitely help team and the batsman of England Protector. Once again, a good delivery, lovely delivery, almost a Yorker length. The batsman getting his bat down on time, and there's no casualty, no runs, a dot delivery. That's taken an edge. The fielder at the third man was a bit wide, and the ball races towards the boundary. What a shot here! Lucky for the batsman and lucky for the Team England Protector. And that's the end of 14 overs, 177 for 4. And Tahir Faraz, he's batting on 46. He is definitely playing kind of a trump card for Team England Protector. He's not taking too much risk, but at the same time, whenever there is a loose delivery, he is trying to punish it. So So Riaz to ball his fourth over. The last over was good enough. He just given away 6 runs. That was a short delivery, played it towards the cover. There is a fielder there. By the time he cuts it off, throws it back. They take 2 runs. That's a good running between the wicket. Beautiful shot. That's a late cut, I would say. Good try by the fielder. He had fingers onto it. Slowed down the ball a little, but it's a bit fast outfield and it goes to the boundary. That's a beautiful shot. Waiting for the ball. Once it crosses his own body, has a late cut and goes for the boundary here. What a shot. That's up in the air. The fielder coming underneath it. And he takes a catch. No, he drops it, I believe. Yes, he had comfortably come underneath the ball. He definitely had to travel some distance. He took the ball, but I think at the last moment popped out of his hand. So a chance for Saad Afridi here. Onto his pads, played it towards mid wicket for a single. That's played in the air, one bounce. So lucky, once again, not carrying it to the fielder there, and they take a single. So 14.5 overs, 186 for 4.
ये सेट अच्छा है ना मेरे
So dot delivery to end the over. So they are batting at 12.4. Current and required run rate is 7.4.
ये वाला अच्छा है ना 40 रन का पूरा सेट 40 रन फुल सेट
वो ये रहेगा लेने में।
डिलीवरी पूछ रहा पता नहीं
That's played down the ground towards long on, and they take a single. That's played beautifully, but there is a fielder there. Is that a catch? Oh, yes, I believe. Is that a catch? The fielders are celebrating, and the umpire has gone upstairs. Looks like he has taken a catch. If he has, it is a blinder. That's a beautiful catch. The batsman was playing beautifully. He was batting on 47. Now, is there a twist in the tail here? We would be seeing some lower order batsmen now coming in, and still they require 36 of 28 deliveries. So we have to wait and watch what would be the umpire's call, the third umpire's call. So seeing the body language of Bangla Euromex, they are very much confident and celebrating here. They are about the wicket, but we have to wait the third umpire's call. And that's out decision given by the third umpire. So he has to have a heavy walk back after scoring 47. He was very close to his half century and he was batting brilliantly as well. But as I said, they need to bat sensibly if they have to win this game. They are very close to the victory, but now Bangla Warriors, beg your pardon, Bangla Euromex would be thinking that they are back into the game. What What a shot here by the new batsman, Tahir. He comes in, the first delivery, over-pitch delivery, played it up and above the cover region for a boundary.
खाना खा रहे हो क्या अभी तुम गाड़ी में सोते अभी खाना खा रहे होते या गाड़ी में होते
So there is a change in field. No, not much. The fielder comes in, played it towards the fine leg region, and that's a direct throw. The non-striker batsman wanted to take one more run, but rightly sent back by the striker. So a single, 192 for 5. That's a beautiful shot. The fielder trying to cut it off. No, it was running, and it went like a tracer bullet. What a shot that is. Not much away from the fielder. And that's a boundary coming up of the last delivery, 196. Now the equation is just 27 of 24. As I said, it is all about cricketing brains here. Play sensibly, you can have a win. And for Bangla Euromax, they need a couple of wickets to be in the game. So that's a bowling change here. Now Irfan comes back into attack. He has bowled decently, 2 overs, 15 runs and 2 wickets. So now we have to see how he does. All eyes will be on him by Bangla Aeromax. They want him to deliver and take a couple of good quick wickets so that they can come back into the game. That's down the leg side to start with, and it's a wide given by the umpire. That's the least Bangla Euromax would want from the bowlers. They do not want to give away some easy runs. That's played sensibly, as I said. It's a good thinking, just pushing it towards the long on, because right now there's no need of being in a hurry. It is obvious that they can get some odd boundaries. So they should wait for that. Oh, onto his pad. That's a big appeal, but nothing given by the umpire. Say no. It's a leg by given by the umpire.
Twenty-four.
24 चाहिए 21 balls.
That's once again down the leg side, wide. So, as I said at the start of the second innings, the difference could be the extras. Why? Because England Protector were very disciplined. Not too many extras being given. That's that's a good delivery and equally well played and taken a good quick single. So 23 required of, in fact 22 required of 21 deliveries. That's onto the leg side. Oh, there is a fielder there. That's a direct throw. That's a direct hit. And they take one more run. And the umpire goes upstairs. It is interesting to see if it's a wicket. If it is a wicket, it would be a 0 run. If not, it could be two more runs added onto the total. So not out given by the third umpire. So the batsman has made the ground here. So 2 runs. 20 of 20 is the equation now. England Protector are fancying the chance of win here to lift their first Champions Cup of Six Nation Gold League first season. Onto the leg side. What a shot that is. Beautiful shot, and that's a maximum. Anything onto the pads. They are playing to perfection. Saad Afridi now coming to party here. 26 of just 16 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 maximum. This has now gone in the kitty of England Protector. It's just a kind of a formality. Just require 14 of 19 unless Bangla Warriors could bring something miraculous.
नहीं आए शायद उठे 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 नहीं आ रहे हैं
Once again onto the pads, white given by the umpire. This is not a good bowling. At this point, they need to not give away any extras or easy runs. But so far, it's the equation says 13 required of just 19 deliveries. Once again onto the pads. Once again a wide delivery given by the umpire. So way too many wides in this over as well as in this inning. That's a handsome looking shot. Over pitch delivery away from the right hander. He opening the pace of the bat and played it towards the cover region for a single. So 11 required of 18. So it's below 4 runs required now. Irfan Ashraf to ball his fourth over. So he has flick and the ball sailing towards the boundary. The fielder cuts it off and cuts it off on time and takes 2 runs. So the shoulders are down. The body language says it all for Team Bangla Euromex here. Oh, that was cheeky. Not required by the batsman here. A wicket could be a problem for Team England Protector. They need to use some cricketing brains here. Wait for the ball onto the pads, up in the air, but it will definitely fall short of the fielder. And they take a single. So this is what is required. Singles, doubles, or in fact, even dot deliveries will not be a bother. So just 3.5 runs required in an over. Played it towards the fine leg and they are off for a single. So 216 for 5 in 17.4 overs. 7 more required. What a shot that, but there is a fielder. He will cut it off, throws it back to the keeper. That's a good throw. And straight to the keeper just above the stump. And meanwhile, they take a single. So 217 for 5 in 17.5 overs. Opens the face, played it towards the gully. There is a direct hit try. No. There's an overthrow. One more, I would say. I know. They settle it down to 2. So 219 for 5 in 18 overs. So they required 4 in 12 deliveries.
अभी चलते हैं कुछ बोला है फरूक भाई से बुलवा देंगे कुछ खालिद भाई से ये बोला
So एक हिंदी में कहावत है कि अब सिर्फ औपचारिकता बाकी, तो यही है, सिर्फ 3 रन चाहिए अभी. And that's the winning shot, I would say. Played it towards the deep mid wicket for a 4. And that's the end of the game in 18.2 overs, 224 for 5. With this, England Protector are the champions of Six Nation Gold League, which is played in Eagles ground and organized by Eagles. Co-sponsored by Shadow Gap. So big congratulations for Team England Protector and also to Bangla Euromex for coming into the finals. They fought well, but the best team deserved to win, and they have won this. Thanks from the commentary box, and we will see you at the presentation.